The game is tied, the Tigers have the ball, he shoots and he scores, and the crowd goes wild. The Tigers win. In the game of basketball, the opponent with the most points wins. However, in order to win, one must be able to make the basket. Shooting a basketball correctly is a science. Today I'll explore with you how to shoot correctly so you can better understand the game of basketball. The factors for shooting correctly that I will cover are the correct stance, the proper entry angle and shot depth, and finally, shot selection. The first factor in successful basketball shooting begins with the correct stance. In an interview with Tim Buddenhagen, longtime Huron Tiger basketball coach, he said that he used the term BEEF to help athletes remember the proper stance in basketball shooting. BEEF stands for balance, eyes on target, elbows in, and following through. I will demonstrate each one for you. So balance, you want to make sure your feet are set at a proper 10 o'clock angle. So on a clock, 10 o'clock. You want to make sure you have your pointer finger in the middle of the ball, elbow in. Make sure your eyes are in the back of the target, back of the rim, following through all the way up so you have a proper gooseneck when you finish, like that. According to Gels in the internet article from coachesclipboard.net entitled Basketball Shooting, Learning How to Shoot, the position of the basketball's hand thumb is also important. The shooting thumb should be pointing upward at a 45-degree angle, causing the elbow to naturally gall under the ball. Trust the elbow in, as stated before. Using correct stance will increase your percent of the making the shot in game of basketball. Shooting a basketball is a whole body task. According to Verhoeven and Newell in the 2016 article from Humane Movement Science entitled Coordination and Control of the Posture and Ball Release in Basketball Free Throw Shooting. Studies showed that the success with basketball shooting is achieved with postural control and proper ball release. Again, it shows that there is a relationship between the posture and upper body limb trajectory. The whole body task includes good posture with stance, knees bent, and the correct follow through to create the gooseneck, the wrist snap, and the backspin to achieve a successful shot. Along with the correct stance, shooting a basketball includes correct entry angle and shot depth. Shooting the ball to achieve the correct entry angle includes elevation, backspin, and backspin. According to D. Oliveira and Odie Jeans and Beek in the 2009 article from the Journal of Experimental Psychology, Human Perception and Performance entitled Experts Appear to Use Angles of Elevation in Basketball Shooting. In 3 experimental studies, the researchers concluded that most of the angle elevation has an impact on a successful basketball shot. Most of the power in your shot comes from an upward force of your jump, and the shot needs to be released at the top of your shot and not on the way down. Achieving elevation helps you get above your opponent and get the entry angle that you need to have a successful shot. According to Austin in the 2010 article from the New Product Guide and Off-Season Planner entitled Building the Perfect Arc, researchers have discovered the perfect arc for shooting to be in the mid 40-degree range. The perfect arc for shooting to be in the mid to 40-degree range. Consistency with elevation and arc are 2 factors that help ensure a successful arc. Another factor is shot depth. Shot depth in basketball is achieved by aiming for the back of the rim. Again, according to Austin in the 2010 article from the New Product Guide and Off-Season Planner entitled Building the Perfect Arc, researchers have discovered the shot depth for shooting is 11 inches past the front of the rim. This sounds like a lot, but the diameter of the basketball rim is actually 18 inches. According to the 2010 article from Science Scope entitled Nothing But Net, Dr. Chow Train and Larry V. Silverberg, mechanical and aerospace engineers at NCSU, want you to aim for the back of the rim. And aim for the back of the rim, leave close to 5 centimeters between the ball and the back of the rim. This shot is another example that shot depth helps achieve a basketball shot. Correct stance, entry angle, and shot depth lead to success. The last factor to explore is the shot selection, which also determines success when shooting a basketball. There are many probability factors that determine if the shot will go in, and one of the factors to consider is the high percentage shot. According to Skinner in the 2012 article from PLOS One entitled The Problem of Shot Selection in Basketball, the purpose of an offensive set is to generate high-quality shot opportunity with a reasonable high percentage shot. In a moment of play, the player with the ball must make a decision, take the shot or retain possession of the ball and wait for the team to arrive at another opportunity. This is why the player uses common sense. It is not a secret that the closer you are to the basket, the higher the percentage of the shot that will fall into the basket. This is just common sense. Another factor to consider is the defense. It is also common sense to understand that if you are guarded by a tougher or taller defender than you, or possibly even double teamed, the chances of the shot going in are not as favorable. The last factor to determine is the number of shot opportunities versus the last time left on the clock. New regulations in basketball have implemented the shot clock. You only have so much time to get the ball down the floor and run the offense. Shot selection during some points of the game comes down to time left on the clock. When it is ticking down, some players are forced to take a shot even if it may not be a good one. For if they don't take the shot and the time runs out, they must turn the ball over to the opponent. Today, I've explored with you the shot in game of the basketball, one of the most important aspects needed to win the game. Practice, practice, practice. Successful basketball shooting includes proper stance, correct angle, entry, and shot depth, as well as a good shot selection. Shooting basketball correctly is a science. Thank you.